Good morning. Welcome to day 17. What a fun time it's been, and recharging and relaxing. Thank you so much for joining me for 17 days so far. Amazing. Okay. Coffee with me this morning. So the next 3 days after this is a little different than the 17 days so far, and I'm really looking forward to it. I share 2 pranayama, and I share my favorite core workout. Because if you know me at all, you knew at some point I was going to bring a core exercise into this, but I didn't think it needed to be right at the beginning. The focus, the vibe was chill, slow, like slow morning, chill vibes. Pardon me. So I waited a little while, but our core is so important. It is so important to maintain a strong core for the rest of our lives, especially as we age. Having a strong core, you'll have a better back, you'll have better balance, and that's everything. That's your whole body. So our core is really important. A strong core and open hips. So up until now, we've really focused on the open hips part, but we're going to do my favorite core workout, and if that's the only thing you take away from the 21 days, that would be awesome. But hopefully you've found a few more moves that you're going to incorporate into your daily life and into your wellness practice. But core is really important, and we're doing 2 pranayama that are my favorite, and I'll explain those further in the videos. But pranayama is a part of yoga, and it's actually like where yoga came from. Yoga has been documented 3,000 to 5,000 years back, and it started as basically like a breath work practice, like using your breath to achieve higher levels of confidence, higher levels of awareness and consciousness. So I'm really excited about 2 days of pranayama because we're going to switch it up. We're going to get into our body and connected to our breath in a different way. And there's so many different styles of pranayama. There's so many different things and ways you can change your breath. But it has been one of the most powerful tools and techniques in my experience to alleviate anxiety, to relax my nervous system, to feel better, to feel more awake, to feel more aware, more alive. So pranayama is powerful stuff, and I'm really excited to share that with you, as well as my favorite core workout. And then after that, we only have 1 more day. It has been the best start to my day every single day, and it's been an honor to share that with you guys. Okay, so let's stop talking and let's get into our practice today. We'll start in a cat-cow position. All right, I'll go like this. So you know the drill. Begin whenever you're ready. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over the knees, feet can be flexed or flat. Breathing slowly, and begin. to get a little bit more lift from your mid-back when you're up in cat, tuck in your belly button. So pull your belly button towards the back of your spine. It's almost like sucking in, and bring your chin in tighter, closer to your chest. So do both of those things at the same time, and you should get a little more lift from your mid-back. And while I'm lifted in cat, it always feels really nice for me personally on my body to move my head and neck from side to side, just really slowly and gently. So you can try that out too and relieve some tension in your neck and shoulders while you're in your cat position. And a fun move for cow is looking back from your left to your right, almost like you're trying to look at your tailbone. Also a nice stretch on the neck, and as always, breathing as you move. Let's do about 5 more rounds of CatCow. No rush. When you're finished, sit back on your ankles, and let's give the wrists a little bit of love here. So circles in both directions. You can place your fingers on your lap or the floor in front of you. Sorry, just to show you what I'm doing because my hands are getting cut out of the shot. And gently pull the fingers back. Really nice stretch for the wrists, the forearms. We'll use both the thumbs to stretch each other. And switch the hands. Stretch different areas of the thumbs. Do a few more circles. Make a fist while you do the circles. Shake it out. And another move that I really love is grabbing the wrist. Do you see where the bony processes are? Grabbing the wrist above that and using a little bit of force, just a little bit. So you're pulling this arm away and you're almost like you're trying to pull your hand away from your arm. So I find it's easier to do it straight. I can do it like this, or I switch it. So find whatever way, but it's just stretching the carpals and kind of, we compress our wrists when we're in our CatCow. And we're about to do it again. So I just want everyone to feel good. So switch hands and grab it different ways. I like to pull and wiggle my fingers and kind of play around with that. It's really good to stretch your wrists. I recommend doing it if you're ever driving and you're at a stop sign. Like, do it whenever you're bored. Instead of grabbing your phone and scrolling, when you have a few seconds, a few minutes, stretch your wrists, stretch your fingers, stretch your thumbs, pull. It's really good to do things like this. Okay, so you have a choice now to go back to CatCow and just do leg lifts like we've been doing many times during the 21 days, or go into a downward dog. And from either one, we are going to lift our legs, either in a downward dog or a tabletop position, and go into a low lunge. So if you're going to do CatCow with me, try not to put all the pressure into the palms of your hands. I don't know if you remember before, I talked about how when you're applying pressure into your hands in any yoga position where there's a lot of pressure in your wrist, visualize the pads of your fingers having little claws like animals. So you're like putting your claws, activating your fingers and almost putting your claws into the floor. And that way you'll put less pressure in your wrists. So try that out. And you make your way to whatever position you like. So if you just want to hang out here and do some lifts, or I'm gonna go this way. Join me in downward dog. Lifting up the legs one at a time. So find whatever you're feeling this morning or today. Pushing your little claws into the floor, activating the fingers so all the pressure is into the wrists. Lifting your leg up as high as you can, touch the sky. A couple more times each side. Okay, now go over to the right leg, step forward, back knee comes down. I'm gonna try to get in the shot here. Cool. So right leg forward, back leg back. It might feel nice to put something under your knee, so if you want to do that, just come out of the pose slowly and mindfully come back in the same way that we already did. Hi, Cleo. Bring both hands to the inside of your right leg. I'm going to move this way. And now it looks like I'm using my left leg. Sorry if you find that confusing. Okay, so we actually went from a low lunge to making our way into lizard pose. So if you'd like to stay here a little longer, you can place your hands on your hips, your knees. Just enjoy this stretch. Keep the chest up, the head up, and breathe. Well, this is a great place to be. It might feel like it's exactly what you need in your body today. If and when you're feeling it, make your way into a little bit of a deeper hip stretch here, lizard pose. Okay, stay where you are. I'm just going to move my camera a little bit. And I want to not rush my way back in. Alright, that's better. So I started in the low lunge on Janayasana. Do lizard pose. I always forget the Sanskrit. My camera's totally crooked. God. Make fists here. That feels nicer. And if you have any pain in the knee, it can help to allow the knee to splay out the side, almost like you're opening up your foot like a book. Cool. So try that out if it feels better. Bring it back in if that was better. Go back into a low lunge if you're feeling it. Always room for movement. There's no way for me to know what your body needs today. It might not be what mine needs. So don't always put pressure to just do what the teacher is doing. Listen to your own body above all else. And an extra little movement that we can add in here, if you're here and you're like, you know what, I could really go deeper, 2 things you could do. Make your way down to the floor. Relax the head and neck and really sink into the pose. Or we can incorporate the back leg by bending the knee. Keep this knee open if you're going to do this option. Reach back and grab your foot. So I'll show you what this looks like. Stay where you are. I'm just going to... Oops. So starting from lizard, I open this knee up, bend the back knee, find the foot, and this is what was taught to me by Julia Marie McCabe, my yoga teacher, as Mofo Pigeon. I love that. So this is a really nice position if you're feeling it. So wherever you're at, take a few more breaths. If you're here with me, slowly release the foot. Just turning around again. Bring the knee back in. Slowly make your way back to a low lunge. And let's shift the hips back into a hamstring stretch. Hang out here for a few breaths. I'm just going to move my dog's toy. Sorry about the noise. So just a couple more breaths here in our hamstring stretch. Cool. Let's slide the knee in. Have a seat for a moment. Take a breather here, just a few breaths to get recentered. Feel the effects, that deep hip opener on your body, on your mind. Make your way back into either tabletop or downward dog, and we're going to do the other side. Begin lifting one leg at a time. When you're ready, step forward with your other leg. For me, it's my left, even though it looks like my right on the camera. Oh, sorry. First, coming to a low lunge. Chest up, head up. Hands can be on the hips or on the knee. Hang out here for a few breaths, or however long you like. For me, I'm going to head straight into lizard. And you can too, or hang out in a low lunge, whatever feels best in your body there. Taking some time here to breathe. and melt into the pose. Check on your knee if there's any pain. Let the foot and the knee splay outwardly. That should take some pressure off. Nice, full, long, deep breaths here. Sending your breath, your healing energy to your hips, your back, relaxing the mind, relaxing the body a little more with every exhale you take. I love the word marinate in yoga, so just let yourself marinate into this pose. Melt into it. So if you did Mofo Pigeon on the other side and you want to try on this side as well, which you absolutely don't have to do, remember, just always try things, but really slowly, and immediately come out of them if your body is saying nope. Always want to honor the nopes. Okay. So the leg splays out. Just slowly bend the back knee out. Should probably have some kind of padding there. I need padding. Sorry. Oh. So, bend the back knee on the foot if you haven't already. Mofo Pigeon on the other side. This can be really intense, so come out of it if you like, or just really melt into it, marinate, breathe. We'll hang out here for a few breaths. Yes. If you are in Mofo Pigeon with me, slowly release the back leg. You love all your appearances, Jax. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Come back to lizard pose. Oh, and I forgot to say it. You could always try the deeper version of the lizard pose. Let's do that now. Maybe you're already there. Has anyone else's dog or cat been joining them for yoga? Don't bite my arm. Okay, let's slowly make our way back to a low lunge. And then shift your hips back into a hamstring stretch. Don't bite me. Hang out here in our hamstring stretch for a few breaths. And slide the back leg under, sitting on the knees. Just gonna take a sip of coffee here. You can't have that. No. Sorry. Let's just come to a seated position, however you're most comfortable. Nope. Sorry. He's got the screams. Just taking a few breaths here, setting an intention for our day, or maybe if you've been doing this before bed, I love to set an intention for my sleep, usually something along the lines of, guides, angels, universe, please heal what needs to be healed while I sleep. Do any subconscious reprogramming necessary for me to feel into my next level of life, love, relationships, business. A lot of healing happens while we sleep, so it's a powerful thing to set the intention for our subconscious mind, our brain, to do reprogramming and healing, anything that needs to be done, so that we can vibrate on a higher frequency when we wake up and start our day on a positive note. And then if we get up from that energy, you're done? And then if we get up from that energy and we start our day on a positive note with a positive intention, that's powerful too. So morning, bed, can change your life, change your brain, change your thoughts. All right, I'm gonna go give my dog some attention. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. I'll see you tomorrow for day 18. I'm really looking forward to the next 3 days. I hope you are too. Thank you for joining me so far. And you guys are the best. And you rock. And I'm so excited. Yeah, rock on, Jax. See you tomorrow.